All right, today we're going to be talking about disc brakes, specifically the SN 197 Mustangs, the 2005 through 2014s, and the adapter that I sell for mopars. There's the Black Widow right here. There's a 15-inch wheel, but I'll get into that in a second. It's not as simple as it looks. Now, so these brakes right here, same rotor, different caliper, same caliper, different bracket. So these are 2014 GT brakes off of V8. So they're a 13.2-inch rotor, pictured right there. And they need a 17-inch wheel to clear, basically. The same exact caliper with a different bracket. It's kind of hard to tell, but if you line up those bolts right there, you see how much different the bracket is. But the caliper is the same. Well, those brackets for the 2005 V6 calipers, it's 11.5-inch brakes, which I have on my Charger right now, and I'll show you in a minute. So 11.5 is the V6 ones, and then the V8 ones for 2005 were 12.4, so kind of in between these two. And then the 13.2s are the most popular ones for the swap because they're also the easiest ones to find, simply because there's guys upgrading their V8 Mustangs to Brembos, and so they'll sell the factory GT brakes for dirt cheap, which is good for you. But it also means there's a lot of Brembos out there, which again is good for you. Right now on Amazon, a pair of remanufactured 4-piston Brembos for the 14-inch caliper off Boss 302, the 2012, 2013s. They're $95 for the pair, shipped. That's insane. But they do require an 18-inch wheel, say for example as pictured here. Now, a lot of the questions I get is, does my swap accommodate 15-inch wheels? The simple answer is no. And here's why. You see the shape of the caliper? It's extra meaty right here. And the rotor sits there. It's, well, even if you clean up this right here, the casting flash and maybe a little bit, enough to where the caliper still doesn't flex. But these are aluminum calipers, not iron. So they need a lot of that meat. So I cleaned this caliper up, and ooh, so like you could tell I'm damaging my rim here, which is not good, but you know what, sacrifices. And you're like, oh, so it fits. All I got to do is grind a little, right? No. On top of this rotor, I have a 3/8 spacer. So it grinds on this lip right here. The barrel, actually, I can show you. The barrel of the wheel isn't the issue, right? Where my finger is. The issue is this lip, follow my finger, right here by the spokes. So this lip right here, and there's a scratch mark right here, which is, it sucks. These are brand new wheels. The whole idea behind these wheels is I was gonna run a 13.2-inch brake on the street and then swap rotors and caliper caliper bracket, bed in the pads real quick, and then run 15.4s on the track with 15x10s on the back. But clearly that's not possible without a spacer. So I don't know if I want to run a spacer on the track. Some guys are okay with it, me not so much. The other question that comes up with this swap is wheel studs. If you got a 10-inch brake, you need Moser 625 knurled wheel studs, simply because to run modern aluminum wheels, you're going to need longer studs and to fit through the rotor. The 11-inch hubs, they have a 650 narrow wheel stud, which means you got to drill it out to 685 because nobody sells a longer wheel stud in the 650. And as you can tell right here, I have 11-inch hubs. These are 625 knurled studs. I'll just sell them to somebody who needs them. But but they won't work for my setup. So that's that. If you wanted to run a spacer, a 1/2-inch spacer would do it, but at that point it's not really a spacer. You're going to need an adapter kind of like this, 15 millimeter, something like that. But with a 3/8 spacer, maybe a little grinding, I'll be able to run these wheels on these brakes. And these are the 2005 V6 brakes. They're 11.5 rotor. I don't know how much advantage they give you over the regular Mopar one. I mean, these are comfortably clear 15-inch wheel. I mean, a 16-inch wheel. It's just a 15. You'd have to struggle really hard to make it happen. So, just giving you guys a heads up. However, if you got 17-inch wheels and you want, or 18-inch wheels and you want great brakes for dirt cheap, come find me. These brakes, right now I'm selling them for, not the brakes, but the adapters themselves. I sell them for $110 shipped in the United States. And people have been loving them. I've sold several dozen sets, and everybody's pretty happy with them, especially considering how many affordable Mustang brake packages you can find. So anyways, hope you all have a good day, and thanks for watching.